Welcome everyone. Quality planning and human resource development. Do they go hand in hand? Let us proceed with this presentation to understand the relationship thereby. Yes, total quality as has been defined is nothing but a people-focused management system. It's a people-focused management system that aims to continually increase customer satisfaction at a bare minimum cost. Total quality is a total system approach, not a separate area or perhaps even a separate program per se. It is a mission, it is a zeal that goes and spreads throughout the organization. An integral part of high level strategy, it works horizontally across functions, across department, involves everyone, each and all employees, top to bottom, and extend backward, forward, you name it, and they have it, be it in the supply chain or in the customer chain. So total quality management is a continuous process of improvement for individual, for groups, for total organization. Unlike other methods, total quality management is concentrated, focused on continuous improvement. Total quality management is changing the way things have been done within an organization. Within an organization's lifetime, people must know what to do, how to do, and have a right methods to do. Be able to measure the improvement of the process, the current level of achievement, in order to improve the process thereby. This is what we are looking forward to. Let us understand the principles of total quality management. First and foremost thing, been repeatedly telling it to you, it is customer oriented, it is customer focused. Whatever you do for quality improvement, it should be thrilling your end customer. Remember, it is for the customer that the organization exists. Determine the level of quality. What do you foster quality improvement? And to, in the process of achieving the desired quality, if required, train the employees, if required, improve the processes, if required, extend training to even your vendors, to even your suppliers, educate the customers. Only customer can determine whether your efforts are worthwhile or not. Ensure total employee involvement. You must remove fears from workplace. Then empower employees. You provide the proper environment for process centers is fundamental part of TQM is focus on process thinking. Integrated system, all the employees must know the business mission and vision. An integrated business system may be modeled by the Reagan administration. If we are talking about the quality assessment, this was propounded way back in 1982-83 MBNQ awards, the quality award that we are talking about it, or ISO 9000 per se. Let us talk about strategic approach. Well, let us talk about systematic approach. Strategic plan must be fully integrated as a core component. So yes, the principles of total quality management is customer focus, employee involvement, process centered, integrated system and strategic approach as the case might be. We're talking about continual improvement and using analytical qualities tools, be it Six Sigma, be it anything that comes around there, which gives you a clear direction of what you are doing right and what is going wrong. If it is pictogram in terms of flow chart, if it is anything with histogram, you need to name it using analytical quality tools and creative thinking to become much more efficient and effective. Fact-based decision making. Decision must be only on data and nothing else. There should not be any biasness that should creep upon in your decision. Communication strategies, methods, timelines might be well defined. So let us understand what are we looking into it. Look, this is an organization. In organization, there is something called customer focus. In organization, we are talking about systematic and strategic approach as the case might be. In organization, if these tools, the customers and the organization system is all about it, they can only be monitored by having a vibrant communication and process center, yes or no? So this is what we are looking out here. The customer is going to look for continuous improvement. Employee involvement is what the organization is going for across it. In terms of process centers, there will be an integrated system, the fact-based decision making that comes around it based on the communication, that the systematic approach will lead to. What am I trying to give it to you is an integral part. You cannot leave a process, a department, a group of employees beyond the purview of total quality management per se. It is one and the other one. It is what we are looking at, the end result, the being customers, customizations of the product, to the requirement of the customer so that they get thrilled with your services. So human resource development is the premises of this particular presentation, and how do they relate to the quality? Human resource plays a pivotal role in total quality management. Remember, uh, without them, the total quality management will lose its impact, its force. So we are talking about economic liberalizations. What happens out here? We are talking about opening of the economy to the to the rest of the world. Absolutely, yes. We are ensuring that more productivity comes around in the private sectors to play a constructive role, mounting competition among industry across the globe. Successful companies definitely gives an highest priority to productivity, systematic understanding, and responding to the current and future customer needs. We are also similarly looking for successful organization proactively and systematically understanding, responding to the current needs, future needs, and what is happening. So there are successful companies with the higher priorities. There are successful organizations which is proactive altogether. Human resource, remember, is all about diversity. It's all about mobility, are creating new employees, needs and expectation of the future workforce. The information technology, if I may say so, is reshaping the core competencies needed in the knowledge economy. Organizations and human resources are being challenged to become much more effective, to become much more relevant, to create world-class work culture. The total quality management approach brought changes in the attitude, expectation of the managers about the role of human resources. Further, the expectation of the stakeholders from HR professions have also been changing. Traditionally, the objective of business organization were restricted to productivity, possibly profits. But what is happening consequently? Now stakeholders are particular about the customers, about the employees were given the low priority. Workers' participation management is becoming increasingly limited to offering suggestions by employees. Training and development programs are limited to job-related activities only, rather than extending to the employee capacities as on when on basis. Let us understand the development purpose in the total quality management. Remember, the business objective and the total quality HRM approach is to maximize customer satisfaction, market share to improve quality, as the case might be. Traditionally, human resource plans were not integrated with strategic plans. But in total quality organization, human resource plans should be integrated with strategic plans. In fact, HR strategies are given topmost priority in total quality organization. However, the HR manager feels that the HR strategies are not yet given the due importance. The human resource roles can be of four types. That is strategic of high profile, strategic of low profile. So high profile would be always be the change agent, low profile would be always be the persuader. The operative operations would be high profile as an internal contractor. Operation at the low profile would be just a facilitator. See the different types of role that the human resource actually play, that of change agent, that of hidden persuader, that of internal contractor, that of facilitator. These are the several strategies that HR can play around it. This is what we need to go across it. So total quality human resource strategic management is also reciprocal and independent with business strategic management. This is most important contributions to total quality orientations of human resources thereby. Let us understand the total quality human resources. If it is instead of processes, instead of tasks, if we can flatten the hierarchies, if we can empower the employees and ask the team to manage by themselves everything. Let customer satisfaction be the driving force. Let uh, the team be rewarded based upon the result. Maximize the suppliers and customer contact, inform and probably empower all the employees, even if possible train them. Total quality HR strategy managers must shape, introduce, maintain, review total quality initiatives. We are talking about total quality management, preparing, synthesizing report from other organizations that have experiences in total quality management in conjunction with the management team, assisting with the choice about what the approach should be and what it can go across with it. So identifying any internal sources of expertise, utilizing the expertise of practitioner from other organization, ensuring that an appropriate infrastructures of total quality management is put in place. Take sufficient account of both customer feedback and human resource management issues thereby. So definitely with this thing, we need to ensure what are the current practices and what are the current behaviors and how do we pursue the attitude of the organization. Assess to a degree of fitness. Shaping and typing the organizations, type of organization structures, cultures, ethical climate appropriate for introducing and sustaining total quality management. Designing and delivering senior management development courses that probably properly set the tone for future. Developing a directory for total quality management for internal sources, as in the employee handbook, as in the process that needs to be taken care of. We should ensure this is the right practices thereby. Total quality HR strategy managers facilitate the introduction and adoption of total quality management by actively involved in the following activities. And what are they? They are nothing but encouraging and facilitating the partnership of total quality between a company and a union leaders. Establishing collaboration. It is a mutually appreciation club if we can build upon it. Training all formal leaders, including the union officers, in the principles of total quality management, advising them to the best of the means and developing the process thereof. Continuous improvement within their areas of influences, encouraging them to persuade everyone to take the responsibilities as on when on basis. Identifying the conditions necessary for making it useful and the quality management tools thereby. This is what we are looking forward to, right? Providing guidance on what is necessary and how to go ahead with it, being with a successful employment of the team that focuses on quality improvement, how they fit the organizational structure. Training and coaching facilitators, mentors, team members in interpersonal skills, how to manage the improvement process, design communication events thereby, institutionalizing organization ethics development as the case might be if we are going across with it. Proactively contributing to the vision and the mission statement, preparing quality objective for dissemination to the staff, to the customers, to the suppliers. Next is the total quality HR strategies. What are they are looking for it to reinforce TQM within the organization by actively involving people through following activities. What are they? Let's say the selection process, the target and screen for conceptual, technical, ethical, and social skill that supports total quality management environment. Introducing or upgrading the quality awareness, the total quality component within the orientation courses. Identifying the most appropriate mechanism for rewarding, for recognizing achievements, for absolutely giving accolades to the performing employees in a both traditional and non-traditional reward system, ensuring that the training in the quality management tools, techniques, and process continues to be provided within the organization, and the knowledge imparted in such training are being used in the workplace more often than not. So total quality management is all about redesigning appraisal procedure so that they contain criteria related to specific objectives of TQM, appropriate social relations, skills, supports, personal responsibilities, self-assessment, 360-degree feedback, and so on and so forth. Preparing and overseeing special newsletters or team briefs on TQM, improvement of initiatives and outcomes of quality improvement team projects, assisting continuous improvement, project team to work effectively and probably innovate thereby. Finally, the total quality HR strategies managers reviews TQM implementation progress by being actively involved into it, contributing to or leading the preparation of the annual total quality management report. Now, this is very pertinent. This shows that the company is working towards the right direction. Company is adhering to the vision and the mission for which it has been conceptualized in the first place. So, assessing the effectiveness is prime importance with respect to the TCOM infrastructure, including the steering committees, quality councils, quality improvement teams, and improvement thereby. So improvement facilitators, project teams, individual performances. What are we looking into it? We are doing nothing but probably administrating employees' attitude to a certain level, ensuring ethical climate surveys and disseminating the result thereby. Coordinating customer comments on organizational performance, benchmarking the effectiveness of organization. Total quality management is that of the competitors, of that of the global best practices, and doing it at the best possible way. In case if we are not able to ascertain or mark ourselves to the benchmark products altogether, we see what can be done, what is to be done, and how it is to be expected then and there. We will be looking forward to it, right? We need to understand conducting the HR quality and ethics thereby. What should be done and how it can be done forward to it. So identify the barriers and the continuous improvement thereby. Facilitating the operations of internal reviews as the case might come across with it. We are talking about ISO 9000 and things like that. How to go ahead and probably process with it. Total quality HR strategy management comes around with the process of doing everything to complete it at the process. What are we looking into it? We are looking nothing but probably ensuring that the fact things comes around it. So the activities that needs to be included, let us proceed with it. There are undertaking departmental missions that comes across. We are talking about analyzing the functional benefits thereby, identifying internal customers, the suppliers, agreeing to a performance measures as a part of service level agreement, tracking measurements more often than not. We are talking about tracking everything, adding to the identifying non-value added activities. If non-value added activities are there, can we eliminate them? Can we go across with it and remove them altogether? Taking part in cross-functional project teams to resolve the interface problems as the case might be, selecting a new HR employees with peers, with customers involvement, appraising and rewarding HR staff for teamwork, ethical integrities, customer satisfaction. That happens more often than not. What are we looking forward to it? We are looking at training and developing HR strategies, HR employees on a regular basis. And that is what we should be ascertaining ourselves to be. So select new HR employees with peers and customers involvement, appraise and reward HR staff for teamwork, ethical integrities, customer satisfaction thereby. We are talking about total quality HR strategies. We are talking about surveying and distribution, the result of HR staff satisfaction, the ethical climate thereby. We are providing advices on ethical problems. We are probably looking at conflict resolutions. We are probably benchmarking upon the HR policies thereby. With this, I would love to summarize and come to an end of this presentation. Thank you for showing me your interest all together.